people like Powell are saying when there is no more recession on the horizon? Well, in reality, there is. And I'm going to show you why the recession that is coming up soon is, number one, almost certain. Number two, it will not be a small one, but it will rival the Great Financial Crisis and maybe even the Great Depression, as ignoring a steaming pile of risk. So don't be scared, be prepared. If we have a recession, be ready to take advantage of it. For more tactics and strategies on how to make more and reduce your risk, consider joining Heresy Financial University, my membership program where I teach people advanced investing strategies through the eyes of real economics. Link in the description below. As always, thank you so much for watching. Have a great day.
Hi friends, this is Chris. Welcome back to the channel. So we're talking about another fraudster / scammer. This time it's Heresy Financial. We've never made a video on this guy before, but I got to put these warnings out because unfortunately there are people who fall for this kind of stuff. So here he is right here, Heresy Financial. He's already using the language of religion. Essentially, he's going after that kind of audience. This is a so-called Christian who is out to scam you. And sadly, there's a lot of other YouTubers who fall in this category. If you take a look at the videos that he makes, it's basically the world is going to end. U.S. debt bomb, 1929 repeat. It's happening faster now. How freedom dies, right? How to end the dollar, bankruptcy surging, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, right? So it's constant fear tactics. And if you're targeting an audience that already believes the end of the world and Jesus is going to come save you, it is, more susceptible to this kind of messages. And I have no problem if you're into religion. I have no problem with that. However, what I do have a problem with is people using religion to sell you scammy stuff and to basically scam you. These kind of people, Heresy Financial, right, they're using scare tactics to get you to believe in the end of the world. And why does that benefit them? Because they have sponsorships to sell you, basically. They're selling you I Trust Capital, which is using you to get into crypto, gold, and silver, right, this kind of stuff. You can see right here, that's his main sponsor, I Trust Capital, and this is it, buy and sell crypto, gold, and silver with the RA. And it's interesting because, you put this stuff together and you can understand if you want to convince people that, Jesus is the light in the way and that all the government's going to crumble and therefore you should buy crypto. It is kind of a leap to get into crypto from the Jesus stuff, but this is sort of what happens when you're targeting that kind of audience. Like, oh my God, I don't know when Jesus is coming, but maybe a crypto is the way to go. And this is a God-fearing man. And so therefore he should have my back. But sadly, these kind of people, right, and you can look at all their stuff, who their sponsors are, they have in their own interest in mind, and that's to sell you fear. And if you're afraid that the system and everything's going to fall down, and look at the imagery in his video, he literally puts a picture of a person in a corner of a boxer. And so this is sort of represent you, the Christian viewer in the corner, and you're going to fight your way out. And therefore, you're going to go to his silver symposium, right? This kind of stuff he's selling you. Therefore, you're going to buy a bunch of gold. He's selling you this thing. And therefore, you're going to put your retirement into gold, silver, and crypto. So that's the kind of stuff that they're selling you. How do I know he's a Christian dude? It's all public. You can see it's Joseph Browser's name. This is over on LinkedIn. He graduated in 2014, Arizona Christian University, again, all public. And it was interesting because if he graduated in 14, that means that his age is, what are we in 2023? So that was like, to do the math here, 9 years ago. So yeah, maybe he's just pushing 30, something like that. And, I was looking up his university. So again, this is Arizona Christian University. And you guys, again, simple Google search, you can find this stuff. I never even heard of the university. So it turns out that it has a graduation rate of 53%. Which is very low. These are just numbers. If you're looking at a university, is it good or not, and only half the students graduate, not very good. Acceptance rate 76%, and if you dig in more further, it only has 1,000 students. It's a very small school, low graduation rate, and I can't speak to other students from the school, but I can't speak to this person. Some of their students at least grew up to be scammers, and it's sad because people who fall for this stuff probably don't even just do basic, info. And this is real common. I recommend for anyone out there, before you get any information on anyone or anything, just Google, simple Google searches. You can figure out people's education experience and stuff like that. Why does it matter? Well, if you do basic searches and you're like, okay, so here's this guy and now he's selling me classes. Of course he is. and just be careful. Like, I would say almost all these scamming channels that we look at are all selling you some sort of scammy class. And they have these like ridiculous prices. You can read this here. This actually gives you access to the entire Heresy Financial training material, right? Oh my God, there he is right there. I want this material. How much does it cost? Please tell me. $999. You can see right there, $999. And the thing that as well that he's trying to get you to do either is $99 a month or $999 a year. So this is the business model that he has. It's actually very interesting because I think most of the people that we looked at on this channel, they'll charge you like $1,000 or $2,000, but that's a one-time thing. That's just a yearly. So this guy's in it for the sort of full-time. How can I say? Try to scam you all the time every year. Be careful. This is not worth it. This information. This is sort of why when people ask, "Hey, Chris, why you been doing books lately?" Because we just got to do general education for a lot of people. And the reality is, right? So these people who fall for this kind of stuff, right? Maybe religion, and that's fine. But there's a high chance too you're having trouble balancing your checkbook, right? This is sort of why these channels like a Dave Ramsey, who also targets a religious audience, are really popular. They tune in to get a little bit of God and also get a little bit of just advice that where Dave Ramsey just says, "Hey, make your car payments and don't buy too expensive of a car." That's it. That's like really simple advice. But these kind of people try to give you more secrets and tips and give them money. If you want to make money, the idea of like paying this person $1,000 who Christian studies, graduated from Christian university, not so great idea. And he's not alone. The stock up Larry dude, we talked about this guy before, same situation, former Uber driver, uses, Christianity / religion to dupe you in, has no education. He's a music guy. You can talk about this guy, Stock Curry. He's actually a blatant liar. He is a web developer. He did work for Morgan Stanley Merrill Lynch, according to his resume, but I think he's in web development / database management, that kind of stuff. And then he tries to portray himself as an investment banker. If you look at his fashion sense, investment bankers don't dress in this way. Also, too, we've talked about him before. He has a religious website. He wanted to be a youth pastor, but turned into a scammer instead. But again, he's not alone. Larry Jones is there. And then the Heresy Financial guy also kind of feels very much like a Stephen Van Meter thing. Again, the whole strategy is, hey, it's the end of the world. It's raining outside. Buy my umbrellas. And that's the scam. So please be careful out there. And I understand if you are looking for information and, if you find out every day that the world is ending, it would make sense logically to buy gold, silver, crypto. But the world is not ending. You're going to be okay. I can't tell you when Jesus is coming. That's not my role. You can decide that for yourself. But I can tell you that sadly, people use, these kind of things to lure you in. And anyone who's selling you classes, plus selling you gold and silver and other scam crypto that you want, please be careful. So love to hear your thoughts on this person. This is Heresy Financial, Joseph Brown. It looks like to be a fraud and a scam. Please, please, please be careful out there. And I'll catch you guys in the next video.